Do you want to wait until after? We're supposed to start at 8.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll wait.
Just in the case we get started.
Well, the only thing is 8:30. I'm going to be talking to them. So, just do a real quickie. Your team is.
Yeah, we're Cleveland State.
Oh, Cleveland State. Okay, my hometown. Okay, I'm from Cleveland. So, what is your? You're from Cleveland State too? Is this the whole? Okay, all right. So, what is the differentiation that your entry brings? I mean, everybody seems to have a little different take on hydraulics. What is your sweet sauce here? Special sauce here?
So, I mean, we definitely kind of started from scratch based on last year's bike, which was a two-wheel design like a typical bicycle. So we added a lot of stability by modifying a recumbent frame.
Okay.
And we are driven from the back tire, and then we steer with the front too. So we kind of flip the seat around and have a different take on a recumbent bicycle, and that adds stability, a quicker start right off the line. You know, we can go, and we also have an internal gear hub, which kind of helps us as we're starting the bike because we can climb through gears 1 through 3. So I think that's what's different. The geared hub, I think, is the most different.
Are everybody
about
here
our bike.
mechanical engineers?
Yeah, we're all mechanical.
Okay.
And then also in terms of the competition, most teams are probably going to be using one accumulator. We actually did a bunch of testing, and we're going to be using 2.
Okay.
So
What is that? What'll that give you?
So there's 3 different races. There's a sprint race, an efficiency race, and an endurance race. And the efficiency, it's a challenge, an efficiency challenge. That one is won by maximizing your score based on an equation that the NFPA came up with. And in that equation, it utilizes your accumulator size and then the pre-charge. So by changing out, a different accumulator, we can have a big accumulator that can make us go really fast, help us on the sprint race, and then a smaller accumulator that we can maximize our score with in the efficiency challenge.
Okay. Is this everybody's first exposure to hydraulics?
Yeah.
Any surprises in going into it that in working with it?
We've learned a lot. Our Professor Bogdan has helped us out a lot. He works for Parker. He's really kind of helped teach us a lot. And then also our mentor Nate, Nate Settlemeyer. He also works at Parker, and he's answered any questions that we have. It's been pretty smooth, I would think.
Does everybody here have a job lined up after graduation, or
one of the things that I wanted to point out that I was pretty surprised about the hydraulics is how fast they're able to go. With my experience, I grew up on a farm, so we kind of used a hydraulic motor to run heavy equipment, and the movements were pretty slow. But now, after doing this project, and we're hitting upwards of speed of 30 miles an hour on our bike, where these motors are moving pretty quick.
What my understanding coming into this was that hydraulics is not really the application you would put on a bike, but that the challenge is making it work.
Right. Yeah. And that's one of the beauties of this project is it's less efficient to use hydraulics for bikes, but using our engineering skills is very beneficial for us. Trying to retrofit a bicycle with hydraulics.
Is there anything marketable that would come out of this, do you think?
You never know. There could be something down the road after more and more iterations of these bikes that could potentially be marketable.
Will we see you on Shark Tank?
Not anytime soon. We'll have to come up with a couple new pumps and motors and whatnot for the applications that we've got. But to answer your previous question, I think most of us have plans after graduation. A couple of us are going to get our masters. Sean will be starting at Parker Hannafin. Matt will be going to CRT. Pat has got a couple interviews. Jason and I will be doing a graduate program. And then Marcus is figuring things out, calling a couple places and looking around. So all of us have good things going.
It sounds like this field is hungry for talent.
Oh, yeah.
So, right. So I think there will probably be people around you, headhunters around here, I would think, looking for people that they could snatch upon graduation.
I know a couple of us got a phone call even before we flew out.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Are you going to be talking to them?
Yeah, definitely. For this summer, I have something lined up, but after the graduate program, because it's only one more year to get our master's. So after that, I'm open to a lot of different.
It's an exciting time in your lives here.
Right.
Yeah, that's
great. And you know, this magazine, Hydraulics and Pneumatics, obviously is filled with people, employers, and looking for talent. And they're going to be interested in the kind of talent that's out there. This is, I think, you're all raising the bar here with what you're doing and these competitions.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it definitely makes us feel good to know that, you know, we're trying to, like you said, raise the bar, like push the limits as to what we're doing. Even though it's kind of on the simpler end of fluid power, you know, you have to start somewhere. And sometimes even the coolest things can be, you know, figured out right there at the basics.
I mean, because go ahead. No, you
It's
go.
been like a big fun part of this whole competition is really seeing the depth of what fluid power is. Because going into it, like Sean said, he used to work on a farm and farm equipment, and that's kind of all you really think of.
Right.
If you don't know much about fluid power itself, but just getting into it, learning about some of the components, just the depth of the field is so vast.
Do you see it filtering into what you do eventually, wherever you land?
I mean, even from a problem-solving aspect too, just like, okay, analyzing what went wrong here and then figuring out how to make it better. You know, so even if it's not necessarily fluid power that we take going forward, it's definitely the problem-solving aspect of like, okay, well, what skills do we have to make this work, or like, what do we know that we can apply to this situation? Because even if it's not like friction loss, you know, we talk about friction loss in Physics 1, and here it had played a huge and incremental role into the success of our circuit as minimizing that friction loss. So I mean, that's something we learned in fluid mechanics and, you know, going through this project. So it's just like little things you pick up on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
That's great.